What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Just Ask Carlos, and I'm Carlos. This is my channel where I review pretty much anything and everything, as long as you put it down in the comments. I read them, I check it out, and I make a new video. So continue to do that. And while you're here, make sure that you like and subscribe. Subscribing and liking helps the algorithm, so that way more people see my videos. And of course, it lets me know that you're enjoying the content so I can make more of it. So without further delay, this video specifically is regarding Infuze and their new Lid 2.0. Now, what am I talking about? Infuze is a hydration system that you can attach their lid to any stainless steel or plastic bottle that is a 2.25-inch wide mouth outer threaded bottle, such as this one. This is my Hydrocell. You can get Hydro Flask, you can use Contigo, Nagaline. There's a bunch of different bottles that you can use, and their lid fits by simply attaching it like any other lid. The only difference is this lid has a flavor tank inside of it that you can fill up with flavoring, and then you can drink whether you want just water or you can turn on the flavor at any given time. So this is fantastic if you want to cut out sodas, sugary drinks, things like that. So if you want to learn more information about it, check out my playlist. It's basically called Infuziast, and you can even go on my Facebook group, Water Enthusiasts. Just search Infuze on Facebook and you'll be able to find the group, answer the questions, you'll be accepted, and from there you can ask questions, participate in conversations, and learn more about Infuze, their flavor system. The reason we're here today, this is actually an updated lid, but you wouldn't know it from first glance. They also have a new 2.0 lid, which I'm going to be unwrapping as soon as it arrives in the mail. So this lid is actually an upgrade to the first lid, which allowed you to take apart and clean this thoroughly. In this lid, there are upgraded plastics, the rubbers, the O-rings. They've upgraded those in the past few months. But when you take this apart, you're able to get into all these components and clean them really nicely and not have to worry about anything lingering behind afterwards. Their new 2.0 lid has even more upgraded parts, tighter tolerances in the parts that they use, and that prevents leaks, and they took customer feedback very seriously. That way when it gets to your door, you don't have issues with leaking, you don't have issues with flavoring not mixing properly, and they even adjusted this flavor selector, which before was kind of off on. I usually drink, turn the flavor on, turn the flavor off, and it gives me a good mixture while I'm drinking it, and it extends the life of the flavor tank without having to refill it so often. Now you don't have to do that because as you're selecting, it is giving you a certain amount of flavor based on how far you turn this dial. Maybe we can see the difference, maybe we can't, but that's why I'm here. Let's go ahead and check the mail. Let's see if our lid's arrived. We're gonna open it up and I'm gonna compare the parts in the two. We're gonna review it and tell me what you think. I'm gonna put all the information down in the description. You can order this new lid yourself, and then you yourself can check it out and leave down in the comments what you think and if you discover anything that I might have missed. Okay, let's check it out. All right, awesome news. Check the mailbox and we got a package. Let's get in the office, let's open this up, and let's unbox and see what we've got. All right, so we're back in my office. I've got my package here from Infuze. I have one of my lids that I'm gonna take apart, show you the insides, and then we're gonna compare them to the new lid to see what differences we can find. Well, let's open this up, and then we're gonna open that package. Fast forward. Okay, so that's one disassembled section. Now, we're going to go ahead, unwrap this one, and then take it apart. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you, these are the new redesigned Elixirs. This one is the strawberry watermelon, and right away you can tell the difference. This has an easy pour spout, which apparently was one of the biggest concerns from customers, so they fixed it. So now, you untwist this, you can direct it right into your flavor tank, squeeze, close it up, and set it aside until you need it again. So aside from it being much cleaner, it's much easier now to fill your flavor tanks with their elixirs. They also have 3 new flavors coming out sometime this month. It's lemonade, sublime, and sweet tea. So keep a lookout for those on their website, infuseyourlife.com. Black peach tea, very good flavor, and strawberry watermelon, 2 of my favorite Infuze flavors. And lastly, we have the new lid. Let's pop this bad boy open and let's see what the differences are. Kind of feels the same. Flavor tank locks in much tighter. We've got the same remove me sticker for the air valve. We'll go ahead and open that up and basically just pull that off and expose that little air valve. Doesn't appear to be any changes to the flavor tank. So flavor tank looks pretty standard. Kinda looks the same from first glance, but we're gonna disassemble it. Curious enough, you do have a Phillips head screw on top, but further down there's star heads. That's okay, because we've got exactly what we need. So here are all of the components side by side, and everything pretty much looks identical, but they are different. When you look at these pieces comparing side by side, you'll notice some of the coloring is different. This is a more of a frosted. It's more rubbery than this one that's kind of smooth, less friction. This is definitely darker than this one, but they also added additional O-rings on the inside. The rubber pieces are the same shape, but interestingly enough, this piece, this plunger as I call it, is now plastic as opposed to it being all metal. So I'm not sure why they went with the metal over the plastic, but all these components are pretty much the same as what's in the previous lids, with the exception of the star bit screws and the change in the materials used in each one of these pieces. So this mixing chamber, different shade, has more O-rings. This plastic plunger piece, and this looks to be a little bit smaller than the old one. And if you look, these kind of do have a kind of a lighter than this very bright white rubber O-ring. So let's put it back together. Let's try the flavor selector. Let's see if we can tell the difference. See if we get more flavor and more flavor control. Okay, so one of the first things obviously to note, it is a lot tighter. All the pieces lock in together. When you're putting the rubber pieces together, they are a little bit tougher to get on, but they are still stretchy so you can adjust and everything kind of locks into place really nicely. The screws, just like the last ones, hand tight. As soon as you feel resistance, go ahead and stop turning. You don't want to keep turning and crack it, so hand tighten those screws. You're going to need a star bit for the inside two screws and a standard Phillips on the top to separate it. We've got it all taken apart. We got it all put back together. Now it's time to test out this flavor selector and see if there's a change. I'm going to remove my old lid. Okay, so just water. Now pay attention to this spout. Okay, that's full flavor. Let's go back to nothing. A little bit. Oh, so we actually have some flavor coming through, and it's just barely nudged. Go back to nothing, just water. Impressive. The original lid, you have literally off and on. not really much in between that you can adjust how much flavor you want. And then your in between now gives you a little bit of flavor or max flavor. Good job, Infuze. So, final thoughts on this 2.0 Infuze lid. Regardless of all of the changes that they made to the tolerances and sizes, the different materials that they changed out, going from the metal plunger to the plastic plunger, giving you the flavor selector with a little bit more flexibility. I'd say aside from all of that, just the overall usability and no leaks, I'm very happy. So if you want to get one yourself, check down in the description below. I'm going to leave a link to the Infuze website. Of course, if you go over to the products page, you'll be able to find Infuze kits, which allows you to pick out a vessel, which is their bottle, the lid with the flavor tank, and of course their own flavors, which they call elixirs. And they've even improved on those as well. So you can pick up now the new elixirs with the easy pour spout. Much easier to get into your flavor tank, fill it up rather than using this. This now is your go-to for flavor refills for your flavor tank on the go when you're sitting at home, you're at work, whatever it may be. Less mess, no spills, and much more control over the flavor going into your flavor tank. So if you have any questions about the new lid, if you have any thoughts, please leave those down below. I love to read all of your comments. I do. I read every single one of them. Whenever I get an alert that there's a comment, first thing I do is I click on it, I read it, I like it, I respond to it. So please leave them below. If you have ideas for a future video, please leave those below as well. I love to take your feedback, and videos like these come from your suggestions. That's all I have for now. This is basically my entire unboxing, review, full use, and impressions of the new 2.0 Infuze lid. If you're going to pick one up, use the link down below. Once again, I'm Carlos. This is my channel, Just Ask Carlos. I appreciate each and every one of you, so please like and subscribe. Helps the algorithm, helps other people find this video. That way they can get help as well. And, of course, it lets me know that you really like me. No, but you really like the videos, and I'll continue to make more of them. So thank you all so much for watching. I will definitely see you all on the next one.